Good evening. Welcome to Sahaja Yoga 21-day online meditation. My name is Tripti and I'm coming to you from Boston. We are in our second series of the year called Going Deeper. So once again, a very warm welcome to all of the regulars who've been meditating with us for some time, and also to anyone who may be joining us for the very first time today. We're very happy to have you here with us. We will begin our session today with a foot soak. So please have your foot soaking tubs and rinse water ready. If you're not sure what's needed on the screen, you'll see everything that's needed for a foot soak: a tub filled with water, throw in some salt. Please keep some rinse water ready to rinse your feet off after we're done with the foot soak. Perhaps some towels to dry your feet after the foot soak. All of our sessions are recorded, so if you ever feel the need to go back and revisit any information that's been shared here, you can go to our website where you'll find all our recordings. It's a great way to, sometimes you may remember that, yeah, I heard something in a session, but I don't quite remember exactly what it was. So you can always go back and refer to it on our website. At the end of the session today, we'll have breakout rooms or workshop sessions. So here you'll have an opportunity to speak to an experienced Sahaja Yoga practitioner. Sometimes when we are new to Sahaja Yoga, we may have questions on, I'm not sure what I'm feeling when I'm meditating, or I know I'm feeling this, but I don't know how to interpret it. Or you may feel a certain chakra that you feel needs a little more attention. So you can ask somebody who's been meditating for some time, and perhaps they can give you some more guidance on, here are affirmations you can use, or, what are the clearance techniques for certain chakras. So the workshop is a great way to meet with someone, get a little more guidance. Also, if you'd like one-on-one guidance from someone like a mentor, you can fill out a form, a link for which will be shared in the chat. So you can fill this form out and request a mentor, and just be a little patient with us as we work through our list. We've received a lot of requests, and we want to make sure we're assigning an appropriate mentor to you. So last Thursday, we talked about the Sahasrara chakra, which is our seventh energy center on the top of our head, the fontanelle bone area. Today, we'll be talking about collectivity. So we'll be joined by a presenter who will talk to us about today's topic. She'll take us through a foot soak, a guided meditation. We'll listen to a talk of Shri Mataji, and at the end of the session, we'll have our workshops or the breakout rooms. And now I'd like to welcome our presenter for this evening, Tracy. Hi, Tracy. So good to see you.
Hello there. Hello, Tripti. It's lovely to see you as well.
All right, I'll hand this off to you now. Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome, everyone. I'm Tracy. I live in Southern Florida, and it's been a while since I've had an opportunity to spend some time with all of you, and very much looking forward to this evening meditating on and hopefully feeling a greater sense of the topic that we are going to be covering tonight, which is collectivity. So before we begin, let's take a moment to close our eyes, bring our right hand to the top of our head, and take one or two slow breaths. We just had a lovely weekend. Let's prepare ourselves for this coming week. Let's take some relaxing breaths and bring our attention inside. Now let's bring our attention to the top of our head. And let it settle there as we return our hand back on our lap. When we bring our attention here, our Mother Kundalini, she understands our pure desire to be in the state of meditation, and she begins to rise awakening our subtle system within us. Okay, so now let's raise our Kundalini together. And we've learned how to do this with the right hand rotating around the left, up to the top of our head, tie the knot, and we'll do it 2 more times. And this 3rd time, we tie the knot 3 times. We can put ourselves into bandhan. Very good. And we offer our salutations, respect, and gratitude to our Mother Kundalini for making us one with this all-pervading divine power. And that is the essence of collectivity. That is collectivity, that we become one with the divine. So simple. And yet this is the first lifetime in which we've had an opportunity to experience this. So for many of us, this is new, and it's something that is not part of our culture growing up. Of all of the qualities of the chakras, the topic of collectivity, which is the main quality of the Vishuddhi chakra, is not something that we're very familiar with here in the Western cultures. We're taught to think and analyze, to debate and express ourselves, be in touch with our feelings, and to develop our own personality and our own individuality. And collectivity doesn't mean we lose our talents, the heart of who we are, but we begin to experience ourselves as being connected very deeply with the world around us, with other people, and with this divine power. And whether we're sitting and meditating alone, or whether we're meditating here online, or if we're meditating with others in person, we can still be collective in each and every one of those situations. On the other hand, we can be feeling very separated from the divine, from others, from ourself as well, which is the opposite end of the spectrum of the collectivity. So when our Mother Kundalini rises, when she brings us into the state of thoughtless awareness, that opens the door for us to experience the state of our collective awareness, which we've spoken about here in different sessions, called collective consciousness. And so this is something we're all growing into together. Let's experience this now. Let's give a bandhan to our foot soaking water, or simply put both hands towards the water. And here we pray from our heart, let this foot soak, the elements in this foot soak, be enlightened and remove from my entire being any impurities, preventing me from experiencing the state of collective consciousness, the state of meditation. We can put our feet in the water. Take another few slow breaths and close our eyes. Let's bring our right hand onto the left side of our chest, onto our heart. Within our heart is our spirit. Let's bring our attention to our spirit. And we can express our pure desire to our mother energy. I have a deep desire to be the pure spirit. And let's here recognize the nature of our spirit. It is eternal. It is omniscient. It knows the truth. It is universal. It is the universal being within me. And it is the exact same being in each and every human being. I want to be my pure spirit, the collective being within me. Mother Kundalini, please bring the essence of my spirit, its nature, its collectivity, into my awareness. Allow me to experience what it means to be truly collective. We can bring our right forefinger to the base of our throat. We can place our hand open on our throat or the upper part of our chest with the index finger in the center, the soft spot at the base of our throat. The affirmation that we have said many times for this chakra is I am part and parcel of the whole. Let's say that together now. Mother, I am part and parcel of the whole. We all deserve to experience the qualities of our spirit. And to recognize them in each other. So in my relationships with others, Mother, make me patient and kind, compassionate and wise, and speaking sweetly. let all of these qualities manifest within me so that I can become a truly collective being. And just as you have compassion and forgiveness for me, let me have the same for others. We can place the fourth finger, the ring finger, on the center of our forehead. Allowing all the thoughts, memories, feelings, beliefs dissolve. Mother, please let me enjoy the silence of my spirit. Mother, please integrate all of my subtle system, giving me the true integration. Can bring our right hand to the top of our head again. By your grace, Mother, I am a collective being. And I am one with the divine, the all-pervading divine power. Let's lift our hand up a few inches above the top of our head, with the palm facing the top of our head. We can bring our hand back down, leaving our attention there in the state of collective consciousness, where our attention goes beyond all thought. So let's slowly now raise both of our hands straight up the center channel, up to the top of our head, and raise them both higher and extend both arms as high as they can go, with the palms facing each other above the top of our head. And let the attention go up here, higher. And let's do this a few more times, slowly. Our hands are extended above the top of our head, our arms. Our hands are facing each other, our fingers are pointing to the sky. Let the attention rise here, between the palms. And let's do it one more time. As we bring our attention into this higher realm of awareness, this collective consciousness, both of the palms facing each other and our arms fully extended. Let's slowly separate our hands just an inch or two more and feel the attention expand as our hands do. Move the hands a little further apart. We can almost tangibly feel our hands holding our attention here in this higher state of awareness. Let the hands separate a little further. Our awareness goes far beyond our arms. Let's return our hands back on our lap, leaving our attention in that expansive, higher state of awareness. There's no thought. And if one does cross the mind, well, we can say, not this, and return the attention up high and wide. So now, again, 3 more times, but this time, let's raise the center channel with both hands rising, and then bring this divine grace down the left and the right channel. You can open your eyes if you want to see that. Uncross at the Agya chakra, and then bring this divine, all-pervading energy down our left and right channel. And let's do it again. Filling us with a sense of well-being that comes from these divine vibrations flowing in through the top of our head and cascading down the left and the right channel, soothing, nourishing, cleansing, and return our hands to our lap. So we can now rinse our feet. And we can put our bucket to the side to empty later. Let's close our eyes. Enjoy the sense of the state of well-being, of oneness, the yoga, the union. When we are in this state, our attention is receptive to the guidance of the divine. So now we're going to listen to a talk, Shri Mataji speaking on collectivity. Let's keep our attention high, silent, relaxed as we listen to her talk with both hands open on our lap.
It means wherever you are connected. That is collectivity. But if you are not connected and you are just glued together, it's very inconvenient to live under such circumstances. I think people don't even understand the meaning of collectivity. Where there's not the other, ananya, where there's not the other, there's no other personality. These personalities are separated from you because of left and right, or could be both. But you are yourself fully when you are absolutely detached and your Kundalini is dancing. You are alone and never alone. This oneness with the whole gives you all the security that you want, all the joy you want. And that's why Kundalini awakening means collectivity.
Now the main problem before us today is something else, is that we all have to ascend. And ascend with the equal strength. There's a story about some birds who were caught in a net. So they decided that we should get out of this net. And they tried. Everybody tried to get out. But nobody individually could work it out. So they all decided to fly together, 1, 2, 3, and go. And they took all that net with them, and they said, and they requested the rats that please come and cut our net, and they were free. So if it can happen between the rats and the birds, why not between us? So in collectivity, we'll be amazed in the collectivity how we could be helpful and joyous with each other. Now say something is wrong with your mother, father, sister, somebody. Doesn't matter. After all, you have the ocean of joy here with the collectivity. And your problems can be solved if collectively, if you want to solve your problem. So we have to depend on the collectivity. Very much to be one with the collective. I feel once you jump into the sea of Sahaja, the joy itself draws you together. Meeting each other is such a joyous. We have had so many experiences of that, of Sahajogis who have told me how happy they were to find Sahajogi somewhere out of the blue, and how they felt happy. So this tie between the Sahajogis is really the most joyous channel. And that is what is the source. we should say, of our becoming one together. Once you start enjoying each other. I have told you once a story of a great poet in India whose name was Namadeva, who was a tailor. And there was another one who was a potter. Sometimes I miss out in English words. This potter was another poet, and he was called as Gorakumbha. So when Namadeva went to meet him, a saint only feels like meeting a saint, looked at him and he just stood back. Then he said a beautiful couplet. He says that I came here to see the formless Chaitanya, but here the Chaitanya is in the form. Nirgunacha bheti alo sagunacha. I came to see the formless, see the vibrations, but here it is in the form that I see. Only a saint can say this to another saint. This kind of appreciation, this subtle appreciation is only possible between the two saints or between the many. They don't see he was kneading the clay. He was wearing a dirty dhoti doing that work. He never saw all these things. He never saw his body, face or anything. But he saw that the divinity personified it.
We can close our eyes. Let's keep our attention on the top of our head. Mother Kundalini, please let me go beyond my mind and open my heart. Let me feel the love and unity of the Spirit in everyone. And now we can raise our Kundalini and put ourselves in a bandhan. And now on to some announcements. So in our next session, upcoming on Tuesday, which will actually be the last day for the second session of the year, we will talk about the Bija mantras, which are the divine sounds of all our chakras. The second session, like we said, will run through next Tuesday. So April 15th is our last day for this session. We will be taking a 3-week break, and then we'll come back on May the 8th. So we'll come back to the same schedule. We'll meet every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 8:45 Eastern Time on this link. While we are on break, we'll still continue to have our foot soak sessions. That's every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Same time, same link, so that will continue as is. The QR code that you're seeing on the screen, you can scan that to get access to a lot of our resources, our website where we have all the recordings. You can also join our WhatsApp group where we share course reminders, messages are sent out to you. Also, if you'd like to request a mentor, you can fill out the form, a link for which is in the chat. And now we'll be taken to our workshop sessions, the breakout rooms. Thank you everyone for joining.